This is Conversations with a Gender Therapist Q&A, where a gender therapist answers questions from those who are transgender, non-binary, gender questioning, as well as those who love them. I'm your host, Dara Hoffman-Fox, licensed professional counselor. Let's get on to today's question. Hey, so today's question, I'm going to be using my computer to show you its answer. Please don't be too distracted by the super cute dog on the computer. Not my dog. It's just clip art from the internet. Okay, so this question comes from Chase, who's in Colorado. And Chase had asked me, I'm totally trying to do a name change, but I don't know if I'm doing it correct or not. Like, where exactly does it have to be sent? Do you have to use the fingerprint envelopes? What are all the steps? I know there is a website for this, but if you could be slightly more detailed with better explanation, that would be amazing. And Chase goes on to say, I sent my fingerprints again for the second time and I hope it works, but if not, I am truly clueless. So first of all, it's a nice coincidence for Chase that it turns out I'm in Colorado as well. So I was able to send Chase some really specific information about Colorado. So this gets to my point in that it's going to be a little different for every state that you live in, the process of you being able to do this. So that being said, I will show you the main resource that you should turn to. But my first idea to share with you is, like I said, I'm in Colorado. I'm a gender therapist in Colorado. I have resources. And so what you can do, for one, is to find out if in the state that you live in, is there an LGBTQ center, is there a gender identity center, someplace like that that you can contact to find out if they have information about this. The LGBT center in Colorado, as well as the gender identity center in Colorado, for instance, definitely have information about this. And there's also an organization called One Colorado that has information. So do a search for those types of centers and organizations in your state and to see if they have that information. Or, like I said, I'm a gender therapist with resources. Search for a gender therapist in your area if you don't have one already and ask them if they have a resource to share with you. And I'll put in the link the information on how you can find a gender therapist. Actually, I'll put it up here. I forgot I can do that on the top of this video so that you can watch that video as well. Okay, but here's what I want to show you since not all of you live in Colorado. This is the best website, I think, to help you out. This is the National Center for Transgender Equality website. It's found at www.transequality.org, or you can just search for the National Center for Transgender Equality. So this is the section I'm going to highlight for you, just so you can see there's a lot of information on this website that's very useful. But we're going to focus today on ID Document Center. All right, so welcome. This is the one-stop hub for name and gender change information. So what you can do, you can either click on your state or you can do it here. So let's go ahead, just for argument's sake, go to Colorado, Colorado name change laws, Colorado driver's license policies and procedures, Colorado birth certificate laws. And so it's got links here for you to be able to click on and find out. Oh, I also remembered that in Colorado there's something called the Colorado Transgender Name Change Project. And so again, how do you know if they have this available in your state? You can search for it. Now California, let's just see. All right, name change laws. Yep, pretty much the same thing, just very specific links for you to click on having to do with your state. So I know that sounds kind of easy. And I also know it's not easy to get your name change, but being able to have this resource to help you walk yourself through those steps about what you need to do can be helpful. But like I said, additionally, I think if you can find somebody in your state who has information, that's going to be even more useful to you through this process, because it does take quite a bit. Like, for instance, I know in Colorado that when you get your fingerprints done, I don't know if they have this in other states, but for the longest time you had to go to get your fingerprints done, like let's say at the police station, send them into the FBI. Sometimes you had to wait 3 or 4 months for the FBI to send back your fingerprints. Well, there is a digital fingerprint center in Denver, Colorado, where you can go there and they will digitally get your fingerprints and send them to the FBI. And for what I've heard, you can get them back within 2 days. It's incredible. It has cut down the process by so much time. And so, like I said, I don't know if that's available in all states, but it is going to be important for you to find out if that is a shortcut that you can use. So, thank you for your question, Chase. And like I said, the name change process can be challenging. So if you can find somebody else who has been through it to see if maybe they can give you some tips and pointers about how they went through it, that would also be something I would suggest. And I have a lot of clients who will have a friend go with them to, let's say, getting their fingerprints done, going to the courthouse to get the documents, going to the newspaper that you have to put your name in. Some of this stuff can be a little confusing, a little overwhelming, and it can be nice to have somebody go with you. And like I said, especially if it's someone who's already been through this process. So thanks for that, again, for that awesome question. And I look forward to taking your questions again in the near future. So the best ways to do that, again, is to go to my, since I have my computer open, you'd go to the Conversations with a Gender Therapist website, Facebook page. That's what I get for multitasking. There we go. Okay, so this is that, and then every Wednesday I post blah blah blah. Do you have any questions? Please let me know, and you can fill in your questions. This is an easy way for me to keep track of all the questions. And you can also put questions here on the YouTube channel in the comments. As you can see, you would just scroll down here. Shh. You can scroll down here and put your comments here. I think you all know how to do that by now. Thanks again for watching, and again, this has been Dara, and I will be back again with more Conversations with a Gender Therapist Q&A. Take care.